stay free, and enjoy more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline. Very,
I screen shared it. Like, there's no excuse. Like, phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk Chair Morning Show, where we're going over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the best version of yourself. Today, I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet, and my reasoning for that is just over the last day or so, unfortunately, got some news of someone very close to us, family member, a close one, who has unfortunately passed away. And being younger, it's incredible how death can affect us all in different ways, especially when the age of the person. And regardless, I'm making this more so hopefully to help other people who are in the situation to maybe take a look, or to not feel wrong, or to not be too hard on themselves for grieving and for being in a state of loss. So death it's crazy. There was this song on the radio yesterday that I was listening to, and it's like Sugar Mountain or something like that. And then he talks about how it's crazy how it feels when you realize it's real, or something along those lines. And I don't know if you've ever listened to music at a particular time and then it kind of hits you in a different way. But yeah, it is crazy when you think about death in particular, and how it does. When you think about it, and you know that it's inevitable. You read the text on, oh, you need to be comfortable with your death. Oh, you need to be comfortable with this. Oh, you need to be comfortable with that. And I do a lot of reading on it, and it have, situations like this, it comes back into your life, but you're never feel. I'm still very young. I'm not even 30 yet, but it still seems very scary to me. It still seems very real. I have no idea what happens. And I have a best interpretation of what I believe happens. And I think this ties into why I'm so scared of it. So, unfortunately, I believe that, not unfortunately, it's okay. So if I were to ask you, what do you remember before you were born? What do you remember feeling? What do you remember doing? Do you remember floating out into the universe? What do you remember? And I personally don't remember anything. There was no experience. There was no consciousness. There was nothing. And I think that's why I'm scared of death more than anything, is the chance that there is nothing. And I don't want to miss out on what it is, whatever the human experience is, however you can explain that into words. I don't even know if that's possible to answer all the questions or cross all the T's, dot all the I's. But being alive, I'm scared of losing that, right? Because that's all you really have. Or that's all you know you have. Or maybe you could even argue if you believe in something, then it is real. If you believe in something, then it gives power. And I'm sure this is why it's so beautiful to have faith in something beyond yourself, because you're able to take this weight of the unknown off of you. And I think that's why a lot of people are attracted to religion. That's why it makes a lot of sense. Or just faith in general, the universe guiding us, or, energy. I was just talking with someone who works in the medical field, and they've seen quite a few people who have passed away, unfortunately. And they talk about the difference and how people look truly different after they've passed away and they're no longer with us. Like there's something there energy wise that I find really incredible. And where it goes, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm like all tripped up on my thoughts. I'm so grateful to, I guess really my point of all this is that if you've just suffered a loss, then I'm very sorry for your loss. And the pain that you feel today is part of being human. And I hope that you can find loved ones, you can find friends, you can find activities to help live in honor of the person who you have lost, because I truly believe the people who have passed would want us to embody and to cherish what it is that we still have, life and being alive. When you really think about it, life is exceptionally fragile. People pass in all kinds of ways. Some people are very fortunate to live an old and ripe age. My grandfather is 90 now. And to think of the decades that have gone on. And then there's a lot of people who, unfortunately, I'm sure you can think of a handful of them who don't even hit 30. So I wanted to say, and maybe we can start this morning off with just a moment of silence for someone that we have lost, if that's all right with you guys. And if you need this moment for yourself, I'm to just recognize that it is truly grateful to be alive. So a moment of silence for this person that we love, and we're very sad to lose. So just a moment. Amen to that. Thank you very much for that. And when these types of things arise, continue to remember that what you have is ultimately all that you could ever want. To be alive, to be able to drive to work today, to be able to see your children, to be able to talk to your parents, to be able to communicate with your partner, to be able to reach out with your friends, to be able to laugh, to be able to cry, to be able to do all of these things is ultimately what we want. And hopefully it can be inspiring to let go of a lot of the bullshit that just doesn't matter. And I do this all the time. We all do this all the time. Like, people will say one thing to me, or they'll reject me on a sales call or something like that, and I get totally lost in this vortex of suffering that is totally unnecessary. And I'm grateful for teachings from like the Buddha and realizing that everything is impermanent. And when you're not growing, you are dying. And when death comes, it's unknown and it's scary, and it's just not this. It's not like the beauty of the world that we have today. So I'm very grateful for my life. I'm very grateful to live in America. I'm very grateful for the people I love and I get to see every day. I'm very grateful for the people I get to talk to, whether it's through a camera or recordings, or talking to clients on video conference calls, and and seeing their faces from across the country. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful for the connectivity, being able to connect with people and work with people and mourn with people. So it's pretty crazy how the world has changed in some ways, and it's pretty crazy how it hasn't changed in others. So again, if you have mourned a loss, I'm very, very sorry. And in case you needed to hear it, I love you. If you need any support, I'm here for you. Wow. It can go, you know. You gotta be you gotta be strong. Not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. It's not gonna be easy, but you can't be scared to be vulnerable because you don't know who you could help because they might really need it today. But if I'm being totally honest, I already forgot everything else that I wanted to say. So I'm so grateful to be alive, and I really love my family and my friends, and I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna do the most that I can do. And because that is the greatest gift that I got, and that's what people want. That's, people who don't have this anymore, whatever this is, being awake and being able to talk and stuff. So yeah, give it all. Give it all. Like, why the hell not, right? What else are we gonna do? What else are we gonna do? Strong arms to everyone's family, to the people who have suffered a loss, especially to the people who are even closer to this individual than I am. And God bless y'all, and have an incredible, incredible day. Do the most of what you can. Take a moment to realize that, holy crap, I am alive. And not everyone has the privilege and honor of having that. So cheers again. Much love. And I'll see you on the next episode. I'll be back here live again tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks so much. Bless you all. Have an incredible day.